Welcome to this week's episode of I am the fabulous Cimarron, and I thank you for tuning in. We are at the Paragon Publishing Studios, where this is the home of Sevens Magazine, as you can see, and also Sphere coming up in the spring of 2011. That's going to actually focus on all of the hip-hop artists. So if you're looking to be featured in that, get at Thomas Corbin. But you know what? We've got a dynamite panel today. We've got some dynamite topics we're going to be talking about. And we want you to fall in love with She. Now, let my guests introduce themselves, because we've got some, oh man, power players in VA. So you know what? We'll start at the end over here.
Okay, it is I, everybody. I revealed myself recently on Facebook as Raven Sky. I have been working on this process for the past 2 years. I'm not here for that today. I'll be back in a few weeks. I'm here today as Keisha Wood. All of y'all know me that went to school with me. Hey, Mom.
Hi, I'm Poetic Justice, playwright in the area, and also soon to come to Worldwide Radio, Verbal Addiction.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
And you know what? I do want to give a big shout out to Miss Poetic Justice, because she was recently recognized. Okay. She was recently recognized at the VA Unity Awards last night for the best screenplay. She wrote Men Who Wear Pink Socks, and she won that award. So we definitely just want to show you some love.
This is an honor. This is an honor, okay.
She deserves that. She deserves that.
It is. If you knew who she was, and you would know. I'm sorry.
All right, moving right along. I got a co-host. Right now. Okay, so now we've got Seven.
Hi, I'm Seven M. Pierce. I'm an event coordinator and a promoter. I created illustrations. It is an open mic spot out in Newport News. We will be moving soon, so find me on Facebook, 7M Pierce. Going to move downtown Hampton, right by Hampton University. So hopefully all you Hampton University students, we will see you there. It's for those who love open mic, those who love poetry, and those who love real hip hop. We play all night long. Come out and see us, and we'll see you soon.
I got to give a big shout out to Blur, because Seven Magazines is in the house there the first Wednesdays of every month. Nice. So we're actually trying to expand our brand to the Peninsula side. So come out. I love Blur, right? It's very diverse.
Yes, it is.
We have many different races, because we represent the urban community.
We do.
Which is now expanded. It's just not African American.
It is.
People who are brown.
Yes.
So definitely got to go and show Seven some love.
Oh, and please come out. I'm sorry. It's every Tuesday, 7 to 10, but it will be changing. So again, find me on Facebook, 7M Pierce.
Cool.
I'm Rakaya Muhammad, co-host on Worldwide Radio, The Blaze, The A Jizzle Show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Also, Velvet Rope Entertainment, party promoter and event coordinator. Stop the Violence and Calls for the Cause, a community involvement program for the community. Every month we do free haircuts around the Newport News Tidewater area. We give the free haircuts to the kids each and every month, once a month, from 11 to 4 or 1 to 4. Also, Girls Rock, which is a girls mentoring program. We give them free haircuts, take them out to different sites and just do different things, into mentorship, self-awareness programs and different things like that for the community.
Nice. Cool, awesome. And if y'all want more information, how can they get in touch with you if there's some salons or barbershops that want to jump and actually sponsor your...
Well, I am on Facebook. Girls Rock is on Facebook, and Stop the Violence and Calls for the Cause is on Facebook. My Facebook is just Rakaya Muhammad. No Rakaya, I'm fly, nothing like that. Just Rakaya Muhammad. You can email me at Kaya, KIYAH03@gmail.com.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, FYI, ladies, we've got sound for the applause. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I understand y'all love each other to death. All right, go ahead, Ms. Nisha.
Oh, man. I'm Nisha, a.k.a. Beautiful Disaster. I'm a spoken word artist, poet forever, and I'm happy to be here. That's it. Oh, and you can get at me, book me, do something. I am Beautiful Disaster at gmail.com.
Awesome. Y'all definitely want to check her out, because she's also featured as a spoken word artist at Illustration.
I killed it. No, I really did.
Now, is there video of that on Facebook yet, ladies?
No, but I guess we're going to have to get that.
Video, audio, I need
Okay, awesome. Love it when y'all are doing things. So we've got a new visitor to the panel of She. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Blessy Lungy. I'm with Hot 91.1, the morning show. I'm a recording artist as well. So I'm really happy to be here. This is really cool. Not too many forums we have here in North where women just come say how they feel. So that's what's up. Also, you can check me out at facebook.com/blessing.
Ow. So I told you, I promised you that we had some dynamic movers and shakers. So now we're going to talk about the women's point of view today. So let's go ahead and start off with, what do you ladies feel the role of a police officer / public servant is? I think we need to address this within our community, because a lot of times we voluntarily consent because they have on a uniform and we're not aware of our actual rights. So I think we need to discuss, and this is affecting our people. For example, the chief of police in Norfolk has been accused of covering up that trainee who passed Cohen. Okay, Officer Cohen. He was a trainee. We're going to be having video up of this, but we want to discuss, what is the role of the police to you as a black woman, as a citizen of America? What is the role of the police, and are they taking these things too far? Because that video that they showed on the news repeatedly is just telling me they're training the police to treat us as citizens this way, to beat them in the head, to subdue them, unlawfully detain them. This is what really concerns me. So the fact that this trainee ended up being killed by the training he received to be a future police officer, it actually just concerns me to the police violence. Rodney King was over 20 years ago almost, and it's still going on today. So what do you feel is the role of the police?
To me, my role, or the role of the DMV or any police department, is to make us feel safe in our community. Make us feel like if something was to happen to someone, that you're going to actively do what you need to do to solve it. To me, that you're putting out that there's a license to commit crime. It's a license to kill. We are going to start holding you accountable because you work for us. You're a public servant, and you need to do your job. That's just not
true. Anyone else would like to join in this conversation?
Well, I just would like to say that, like she said, the role of the police, any police department, whether it be in Virginia or anywhere, is to protect and serve. However, a lot of the people in the community, the police want their position is to get, like in the low-income communities and things like that, where a lot of drugs are being sold and things like that, is to get the drug dealers off the street. However, a lot of the people, drug dealers and the other gang members, stuff like that, you're making it easy for the police because you're doing their job by killing each other off. But their role is to protect and serve. However, they do have strenuous things they do that's uncalled for, that they shouldn't be doing, because if you look at violence back then, it's not like it is now. Violence has risen up road. So they have to be a little bit more aggressive to get their point across that they're trying to protect and serve, but we have to be a little bit more aggressive to let you know we're serious. But it's like you have to be aggressive to a point.
Who, the police or us?
The police.
Hold on, be aggressive to who? The person who is presumed innocent until proven guilty?
Well, they have to be aggressive, not as
because we're all not gangbang.
No, but they can't, if they sit around and do like the thing they did like Andy 15 years ago, just sit there, because we could, as people, we have to take up a stand too, and fight for our community too, and let everybody know that the people we know that's in there doing wrong in our community.
What justifies them? Because right now you done sparked something now. What justifies them being more aggressive? Because I'm gonna give you another example. I gave y'all an article to look over.
Right.
There was a teenager who's a quarterback of his football team at Booker T. Washington, who they picked up and took to school in handcuffs because they said they thought he was truant. Now, I understand that was their procedure, right, but let's go back to Andy Griffin. The town drunk came every Friday and checked himself in. Don't you think that as a public servant, they can say, you know what, you were speeding, it's not that serious. You know what, go on your way and I'm going to give you a warning. Instead of, I'm going to draw my gun and make you get out the car and I'm going to pat you and search you down and actually look and make up probable cause, search a whole vehicle, all right, that aggressiveness is going too far. So I'm trying to figure out, Rakaya, exactly where we came up with justifying, because all of us, they're stereotyping,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And so understandably, there's guns that people, the gang members are
Right.
using, but guess what?
Not
The Constitution still gives me the right to bear arms.
Right.
So how are you going to distinguish the difference between me and a gunslayer? Because I'm going to lean somebody up
Right.
for their presumption. So I'm trying to figure out, because you justifying a lot of stuff over there, Kai, and it's not.
To be honest, I'm not a fan of the police department. However, at some point, I understand not I'm going to lock you up, I'm going to put you in handcuffs and take you to school because you're out here early this morning.
You're black.
You could be and you could be a truant. But it's the crime back then is roles, like I said, so I can understand not the putting in handcuffs, but them being a little bit more like, okay, we can't just take his word. Let's just say if he say
He was walking down the street minding his own
not doing
business.
anything, I can understand.
Don't ask me no questions.
Maybe it was being aggressive, like follow him slowly just following him.
But why? What's profiling?
Just making sure he goes to school, because who's to say he's not a truant?
Well, his mom and daddy and made sure he in school. First of all, and I don't know everything that went on with that, so I'm not going to touch too much on that. But just if it was my child, if they saw her walking down the street and she's not in school, I'ma know she's not in school. Why? It's the parents. If we can't put all of this on the police, it's the parents. Why is my daughter walking down to school and I know she's supposed to be in school right now?
But this
He had to go to
particular
school,
guy,
he had to go to school early.
no, he was actually, check this out, he wasn't on the regular schedule when the buses roll out, because buses are rolling to go to Booker T at 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. He didn't have to be to school at 10:20. He was actually walking early to go sit down with a teacher to fill out college applications. Why does he have to explain that to a police officer? He was minding his own business.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I feel like I understand what y'all were saying, but because this topic to me is like a big topic for me. I feel like realistically speaking, there's so many kids, especially in high school, middle school, high school, that do skip school. Police officers on a daily basis do have to deal with a lot of kids that they gotta get them to go back to school. They walking around, they hanging out at the mall, they hanging around Norfolk. Like even because when I go to Norfolk in the mornings, I'll see kids and I'm like, I know good and well, you're supposed to be in somebody's class right now. So I feel like the reality of it is when you have a job and it's called habit. If the habit of the police is when they're driving around in the morning, when I am in Norfolk, and they see these kids that I see too, and 9 times out of 10 times they are skipping school, common sense would say if I see another young man in Norfolk walking, he's probably skipping school. The handcuff was the problem, but the fact that he stopped him, that's their job. And then as parents, they will come back around and complain about why the dropout rate is so high, this, and that. And then when the state, this is the thing, the parents, if you don't handle your business, the state handles your business for you. So if you don't want the state to handle your business and have your kids in school.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. How about you, Poetic? Do you have a definition of what the police are supposed to do? I mean, as a public servant, they're governed by that oath of office that they take, and they're bonded by an insurance. Now, I know a lot of you don't understand out there in 757 or in America, period. However, when they do violate you, that's when you can affect them commercially. And you can literally ask for that oath of office, because that is public record, to make them their sworn oath. And you can also lean up that bond. Now, in the event, what I'm saying is a lot of people are abusing it. Like you said, the handcuffs that was the major issue. Right. Now, that's how they're treating everybody. Your grandmother. Everybody's going to be treated the same. And so that's why I just think, like, you know what? This topic is so deep. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with more of She